Hi everyone, welcome to this general reading. If you resonate with these messages or find them helpful, then they are for you. Let's get into it. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. I'm picking up on a little bit of struggle in this man's face. Now, traditionally, the Eight of Pentacles is about walking the path of mastery with your craft, whatever it is, and doing work that you really love. It's almost like the love of work, right? But I'm picking up on a little bit of a shadow element in this card right now. And what's coming through is you are wondering when it's all going to pay off. It's like, I just keep working, I just keep going. It's like that train, like I just don't stop. I just keep going, and I'm doing this with the intention that it's going to amount to some kind of wealth and an abundant life. When is that gonna come? When am I gonna get compensated for all of this work? And it's not that you necessarily don't like what you do. There's just a little bit of, it's like feeling undervalued or potentially unseen, unappreciated, not compensated properly for some reason, right? So I'm kind of picking up on the shadow aspect of the Eight of Pentacles right now. It's almost like I'm hearing you're toiling alone. So it's not paying off. Four of Pentacles. Well. So that explains that. The Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of fear. Everything that I just said is because there's a lot of fear. Your heart is blocked off. There's a lot of tension. It's almost like at the deepest level I'm hearing, I'm afraid that I'm never going to amount to anything, or I'm afraid that what I am doing will never amount to anything. So that results in this kind of almost like tight, tense, hoarding kind of energy. You can see in the Four of Pentacles, he's gripping the coin as hard as he can, and he's blocking his own heart by doing that. So I think you feel, on some level, you're feeling alone. You're feeling isolated and alone, but you might be doing that to yourself by blocking your own heart. Let's keep going here. There's a focus on scarcity. You're focused on what isn't working. So maybe it's time for you to shift your focus. Maybe the solution is literally as easy as shifting your focus. Okay, I know what's not working for me. So what can I try that might work for me? How can you focus on the potential solutions rather than just staying focused on what you don't like about your reality or what's not working, you know. But there is a fear of opening up. There's a fear of opening up to other people. You're feeling isolated, but you're doing it to yourself because you're afraid of opening up. There's almost, oh. I think there's a fear that if you open up, you're going to be taken advantage of. And so you close off and isolate, and therefore nobody can fully appreciate you. So you're almost manifesting your worst fear. You're afraid of being taken advantage of, and so you isolate. And ironically, in a backdoor kind of way, get taken advantage of because you're not really connected. I hope that makes sense. I've definitely been there. In the past, I've had my own version of this. Three of Cups. This is the remedy. This is the medicine that you need. And this is the thing that you're really afraid of. The Three of Cups is about connection with multiple other people, not just one other person. A connection with a community of people. Deep, intimate connection, right? This is the Suit of Cups. So this is about emotional intimacy. I'm hearing, I want what I can't have. And I asked, why? Why can't you have this connection? And I heard, because people will trample me. They will trample me. I asked, is that true? Can you know for sure that is exactly what will happen? And you said no, but it's happened before, and so it could again. And so that's true. That's absolutely true. You are correct. You are totally valid in that fear. If you've been hurt by other people before, then you're going to be afraid of it happening again. That's totally normal. But just know what's coming through these cards right now is that everything you want is on the other side of more connection, real, true, intimate connection with a wider network or community of people. You need more people in your life. The right kind of people, obviously, not crappy people. And the only way that you're gonna ever get that is if you put the coin down and start to open up. I mean, you just have to get to the point where you have to decide within yourself whether or not it's worth the risk. Like, yeah, every single person on the planet that opens up to people, they're risking being trampled on. By virtue of me opening myself up and putting this reading on the internet, I'm opening myself up to trolls, to people leaving dumb comments and whatever, which I'll just block. But it's a risk that's worth taking to me, because this is what I love. I can't not do this, and I want to share it. So yes, there's always going to be a risk of pain in connection with other human beings. That's part of life. You have to get to the point that you just decide it's worth it. And maybe you'll feel safer opening up when you practice having stronger boundaries, okay? You don't want to open up to other people when you have no boundaries and you let them trample you, right? Stronger boundaries, stronger boundaries. wise one, which is related to or corresponding with the Hierophant in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. Is there someone in your life, just one person, who you really trust? One person it could be a friend, a family member, a mentor, maybe even like a therapist, just one person, somebody who's really wise and grounding, compassionate, level-headed, and open-hearted that you can trust, that you can talk to about this. Anybody that you can confide in about this. Just have this conversation with them. Like, I feel isolated and unappreciated, and I know I need to open up and connect with more people, but I'm just absolutely terrified. Just talk to them about it. I feel like there is someone in your life you can talk to about this. There also may be an opportunity for you to connect with more people, good people, if you start to study something that lights you up, right? Like, let's say tarot lights you up, right? Can you connect with a community of other tarot lovers? Fill in the blank with whatever. It could be welding, it could be dancing, it could be poetry, whatever lights you up that you're really interested in. Maybe you could go like attend some kind of master class or a workshop, get a certification, go back to school. The Hierophant traditionally is about institutions, societal institutions that we sort of plug into and learn from, right? So going to school, for example, or religious institutions, stuff like that, you know? So kind of inserting yourself into a community that already exists, where you know the people are interested in the same thing as you. That's something to consider, okay? But I do feel, primarily when I look at this card, it's like there is someone you can confide in about this, and they will help you to move through it, okay? One more card. Also, because your heart is blocked, you are blocking it. I have to suggest working with the essence of rose in any way that you feel called. So you can do flower, essence, tincture, tea, meditations, buying yourself actual roses, however you feel called to work with the energy of rose, because not only is rose about the heart and self-love, roses have thorns, which means that roses help you to understand on a deep level that self-love includes boundaries. And I really am picking up that that's something you need to look at within yourself, okay? You can also do any kind of meditation for the heart chakra. And you can just Google heart chakra visualizations, meditations, hertz frequencies. I mean, there's so many different options to work with the different chakras. Do whatever you feel called to do to help open up and heal your heart chakra specifically, okay? Two of Swords. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Two of Swords. You're at a choice point. It's literally everything that I just said. You're at a choice point. You are at a crossroads. It's up to you. Are you going to keep doing what you're doing and not liking the reality that you're in? Or are you going to choose to do something different? It's totally up to you. And always remember that it's not, the Two of Swords is speaking to this sort of black and white thinking, where we feel like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I either have to choose this thing, which kind of sucks, or this thing, which also kind of sucks. But always remember, there's probably a third option. There's a third option, right? This third option, like what came through with the Hierophant, or the Wise One, you are not alone. You don't have to do this alone. So instead of just plunging into one direction or another, reach out to this trusted person, whoever that is. Start opening your heart by opening up about the fact your heart is blocked to the few people, or even the one person that you can trust. I hope that makes sense. So it's like baby steps. It's baby steps, right? You have to heal your pain. You have to heal from whatever you went through in the past, being trampled by other people. You can't just heal like that. It's almost like you have to rehabilitate yourself into connection. So it's one step at a time. It's one step at a time. It's not a light switch, on or off, boom, healed, done. No. One step at a time, one day at a time. And the first step is to just acknowledge this is the reality, and I want something different for myself. So I'm going to start making new choices. Just one day at a time, one thing at a time. Okay. All right. I think you're ready for something new. I think, all things considered, as long as you don't tell yourself the story, it's all or nothing, get out of this black and white thinking, and you allow yourself to just kind of take your time with this healing process, you're ready. You're ready to start opening up and healing. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonated or found this helpful, then you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading.